evening, everybody. This is your Fleet Commander Steve Parmley. We're joined tonight with Admiral Bob Vosseller, Vice Regional Commander out of Region 7, Major General Jeremy Carsten, out of the USS Battleborn, Forcecom CO. I can't keep track anymore. Fleet Captain John Hardy, the vampire from across the way. Commander Sarit Carsten, Chief Medical Officer of the USS Battleborn and Jeremy's boss. Captain Jerry Parsons, XO of the USS Goddard, and the USS Russell Camps XO, SO, and Admiral Yeoman. So, good evening, everybody. Tonight's episode is being produced by Kimberly Donahoe. Oh, look there. She gives me a thumbs up. I said the name right. So how's it this evening?
You made it through the names part. Good job, boss.
I know. I also want to make a special announcement out to Region 5. I'd like to congratulate Vi Curtis on winning the majority votes to retain her position as RC. Her starting time will begin from November 1 of 2021 through October 31st of 2023. So congratulations to Vi.
Yay, Vi. Hey. I like working with her. I have no idea who's running against her, and I had no dog in that fight.
There was nobody.
Oh, well. Hey, I almost lost to nobody once. That shit could be hard.
I mean, look at me. I mean, my first time running the election, I came in third. And then it was like, ooh, snap.
All right, so what's the night shenanigans topic? Like, who's throwing the first grenade?
The topic is how to drink and have a good time.
So I'm going with what I'm calling a pasty checkoff. It's definitely not a White Russian, but it's definitely a White Russian.
Yeah, I'm with that.
4 counts of Kahlua, 4 counts of heavy cream. Don't use milk. That's bullshit. And 5 counts of vodka.
So, how's the weather where you guys are at?
It's still Texas.
Jersey Shore is getting cooler, which is very welcome because we've had crazy weather this summer. Hot weather, and then when it's not hot, it was storming. So I'm happy with what we're getting now. We just got Ida out of the way.
Good.
It's like hot soup outside. It's gross.
Beautiful in Baltimore.
It's always beautiful in Baltimore. It's Baltimore.
Baltimore's kind of like the San Diego of the East Coast, right? I mean, it's like, well, it doesn't suck.
we ended up with.
I mean, it ain't amazing, but it's gonna be like 80 degrees, like sunny most of the time.
So who's Bucky Barnes? I'm trying to figure out because they were on our show last time, and I don't know who Bucky Barnes is. I know what the name is. I'm just curious who they are.
Like, who's posing as Bucky Barnes?
Yeah.
The well-constituted bar earlier. That we can make a whole episode out of that. That you gotta have a little of everything and some good mixers. But like a good gin, a good bourbon, a good rye, a decent scotch. I'm not gonna say like a good one because people are like really weird about that. A couple rums, a white and a spice, and some good mixers to go with it. A couple of vermouths of various things, some bitters. If you could only get 2 bitters, get regular bitters and orange bitters, and then you've got a pretty well stocked bar. You make a lot of shit that way.
And with Bucky's did. Okay, well, it's
and the big long swizzle spoon. I mean,
13.
Should go over to comment. A bottle of green spot. No, that's just a really well stocked bottle that you cannot mix with anything, Mike. Except maybe an ice cube. No, Green Spot's really, really good. And for those that don't know, Green Spot is a really fantastic Irish whiskey. and they have like the whole gambit of colors. There's like green spot, yellow spot, red spot, and actually a blue spot. And I don't remember. I've never had blue spot. I've had the other one, but they're all pretty good.
We did find a new supplier of liquor that just opened up down the road. Yeah.
I can't hear you.
We just found a new liquor store just opened up in that.
Can't hear you.
I think he's saying there's a new liquor store by his way. Just opened up.
You should investigate it thoroughly.
So for people that do not know, we are looking at doing a separate website since the AMAs and After Dark really are not something that's required to the CS. So we're looking at doing a separate website where we're actually going to house the videos too, where you can go look at later date. Be a podcast where we'll probably end up holding a podcast once a month on a related subject in SFI, and then it'll be the CS's blog. So we're trying to make it streamlined where it's easier for the associate producers. So if you want to take part in an episode, you can go in and submit a submission requesting to be a guest on one of the shows, and then it goes out automatically like that. Because I know for a long time we've had issues with getting guests. That's why we started cutting these down to once a month, and we're still having problems getting guests. Poor John, who, I mean, he looks the same every time I see him.
Well, he doesn't have the Band-Aid today.
Yeah, we were talking about John earlier. Like, we don't even give him the code. He just shows up in every single.
We just don't know when you sleep. I mean, the vampire. I mean,
he doesn't sleep is the problem.
I mean,
He is
you're
the vampire.
way ahead of us.
Well, about a mile from us, a liquor store opened up, and the man said, "What do you drink?" I told him. He said, "All right, I'll supply it. Otherwise, I've got to go like 26 miles to get what I drink."
So we were broadcasting on Twitch, but we were having so many problems. It was only, even when we were live streaming, it was only showing the like 60 seconds of it. And that was it. And I don't know why. So we're just sticking with this for right now.
Interesting. Region 3 did Twitch based on the fact that you guys are going there, or Big Fleet was going there. And we only did it like twice now, I think, but we've had pretty good success.
I don't know.
Kind of interesting.
We gotta show them how it's done.
I don't know. You gotta ask Ken for that. I've got fucking people for that. Hey Ken, throwing you under the shuttle again. But it was really kind of interesting seeing the time delay. Twitch was, in fact, that more Twitch gaming thing, and it was only like a 3-second delay off of the stream, whereas YouTube is like a 5 to 7 or 10 second, and Facebook is up to like almost 20 to 30 second delay. So it's just really kind of interesting, and we've only tell them yeah, right, Ed, you're you.
See, Ed is available. Well, it might be the other Ed. I don't know.
No, that's Ed. He's just in a freaking hotel room with a shitty connection.
Well, we'll see.
He couldn't not be here.
Oh, he can't help himself. He's like John Hardy. He's still here.
No matter what. He's there.
The SteamYards broadcast to YouTube and to Facebook at the same time.
Right, so we were doing Steambook, or from SteamYard, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and we were having pretty good success on it. So what the boss here is reporting is what we haven't encountered. So we'll look out for that, and maybe we can compare notes. I'll get with Ken.
So hello to my lovely wife who's watching, and I'm sure laughing in the other room. Hello.
Hi, Amber.
Well, we have to have supervision. I mean, it's just
Someone's got to keep you in line.
Well, she is the boss. I mean,
Yeah.
she's the boss. Only you can walk into a business and get VIP treatment, Drew Brenner. No, that's not necessarily true. I've walked into a business and I got VIP treatment once. It didn't last long, but yeah, it was interesting.
It does help that he carries his cards with him that say the ship's name and all. So every business he goes into, he gives them a card. Oh yeah.
Victoria is. I see you got your favorite T-shirt on again.
Talking to you.
I think she sleeps in it every time I see her. She's got that shirt on.
Oh, the icing shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the barbecue?
After the last show, we told her if she had problems with her chores, she wouldn't be on the next one. See where she's at, right? Right here. She got them done.
Yeah, she. I think the favorite thing she likes the most is it has my signature on the back of that T-shirt.
Yep, that's her favorite part. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, all good. I know there's a few other people that we owe shirts to. The wife is having some issues right now, so as soon as she tries to get a little bit better, we're going to be getting those shirts out to everybody that paid for them already. So.
Those we got.
Recruiting 101, always have a club SFI business card handy.
Yes.
That is true.
Yeah, you could like flick it at people.
Yeah. You never know who you're going to bump into.
So I think like just as important in recruiting, we need like the deterrent solution too. Like there was ones that we ran into as cons started opening back up, and we're like, oh no, I don't want this. This is not the problem I want to have later. And it, like, oh, like all right, where's my bear spray? And that's after I came and saved Sarit from that particular individual.
Yes, we have several of those.
I remember years ago, I was
But he had
at
a
a
great card. He had a fantastic card.
I was at a gas station, and a guy came up to in Jersey we don't pump our own gas, thankfully. And somebody came up, and my lovely wife was with me, and she's very sweet. But guy came up and saw my Challenger sticker or Star Trek sticker or Starfleet sticker, whatever it was, maybe all three at the time with that car, and he asked where he could go for Starfleet Academy, and I said, I explained the club, but he thought it was a physical place.
No.
So my lovely wife, I reached into my wallet to pay for the gas, but my wife thought I was going to give him a card. She said, honey, give him a Challenger card and I will break your arm. And I quickly withdrew that. I said, honey, I'm just paying for the gas. That's all.
He's
on his own. If this guy thinks that, there's a real Starfleet Academy out there, we're going to pass him by from recruiting, so.
Hey, but if it's his luck, we're going to start a museum at Starfleet Academy to teach kids about it. So there might be a place soon.
I have a feeling that guy's still working at that gas station, so I'll keep that in mind. Yeah.
All right, Jeffrey, I'll try and get liquored up and type something out. We've got a couple things that come on.
That 3rd Brigade badge, by the way, got more recruiting at the Superman Fest in Metropolis, Illinois.
Yeah.
When Robert, myself, and Valerie were wearing our brigade shirts going to the Superman Fest after the barbecue, people were coming up to Robert going, hey, that's a Star Trek badge you're wearing, isn't that? And then we started talking up Starfleet and giving them the website.
All right, so did Robert have the new one?
That's awesome.
Robert has the new one. Robert Graham from the Spirit Wolf.
Yeah.
Good, he brought it.
I wasn't sure whether Glenda got him the new one in time for him to do the.
Yeah, he did. It looked great.
Isn't that just such a gorgeous badge?
It is fabulous. It really got attention.
Well, Russell designed it, so that's
that was
another
Russell
winner.
designed it,
So do want to give a heads up.
That is fabulous.
The new challenge coins for Starfleet International are here. You can now order them through Linda Olson. I don't have one yet. Mine should be here in a couple of days. But you'll now this is the official challenge coin. It was done by Alvin Dozier. He was voted on it. He had the best looking design, so that is that. If you'd like one, you can get with Linda Olson. And as soon as I get one, I'll be taking pictures and posting it online.
Cool.
That's good.
So, yeah,
Can't wait to see it.
I need more round metallic objects all around me. Sorry, you guys can't see like things littering around the camera are like a bunch of fucking coins. Got Region 1, got the whole 3rd Brigade one, my last fuck, one from military one, 2 from military one, one from Comic Con.
I don't know.
Yeah, we
who
always
the
have
first
some at Summit.
is.
Yeah, we're doing Summit ones until now. We started doing Summit badges instead of coins.
Yeah, we did a Summit badge this year for Region 3 Summit.
And it's available on our website. And it's pretty. So, um.region3.org. So.
Somebody's asking about getting their own challenge coins to Linda, but you might be able to find out where she's getting them and then design your own and order them for you.
So, if you'd like a couple good vendors, hit me up. We've got a couple good ideas. One that's supporting U.S. vets, another that you just want to like outsource the panic it's cheaper. That's a completely viable thing. But yeah, there's a couple different options out there. But turns out usually the fleet and the Marine Quartermaster is not interested in selling region or chapter level stuff, so you just kind of have to do that on your own. But there's ways to do it, and it's a pretty steep upfront cost into the $200 to $400 range, depending on how many coins you're ordering. But if you're selling them for $15 to $20, then you're actually looking at a decent recovery price if you're confident in selling all of them. So that has a lot to do with marketing and a good design and things like that.
You're looking at a batch of what, 200?
Actually, for summits, I've stuck to 50 to 60 to try and keep the demand up versus the availability, and then I try and push them for about 20, 25, 15 to 25, depending on what we got them for and all that kind of stuff. And if you're paying on average for,
Ooh,
oh nice,
those are very nice.
that's sexy. That's
I
sexy.
like it.
That's available. You can order those through Linda. We wanted something that kind of encompassed the whole organization, infinite diversity and infinite combination. So they're done. We've got 100. So get them while they are. If they sell out, then we'll order some more.
Oh, at 100, yeah, those should go.
Nice.
I mean, we still have IC the 40th anniversary coins. We still have a bunch of those.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like if you order too many and not enough people buy, then you get to carry around this massive amount of metal for a while.
Yeah.
How much are they running for, Steve?
I believe they're going to be $10 a piece.
Oh wow.
That's not bad.
Now, I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I know Linda told me, but unfortunately, I've had a lot of other things going through my head today.
You want us to email her, right?
Yes, you can email her at cfo@sfi.org, or you can
load it into the Quartermaster website.
As soon as I get pictures, we're going to load it in there. She's not very tech savvy, remember?
I'm just wondering who else helped her along.
See, I know that Kimberly Donahoe had to ask how much because she's the only other person that's used this. So for her, it'd be at $10,000.
How much would it be for Tori?
Linda who? Linda Olson, Quartermaster.
Steve, how much would it be for her?
What now?
She wants one. How much would it be for her?
I'll get one and just send it to her. And yes, oh my, Steve Cromley's looking rough. Are you feeling okay, Fleet Admiral? I've had better days. I'll just say that.
Hey, you woke up
I didn't
above?
see you around me today.
You're on the bright side of the dirt, not in jail, not in the hospital, right, boss?
Kind of close.
Wait,
Wait, which one were you close on?
I just been in jail.
Probably a hospital.
That's not acceptable. You're not allowed to die until at least 2027.
Oh no, don't worry. I'll finish my term so we can at least have one CS that finishes their elected term.
Well, right, but then you got to come back because now there's a new there's a whole new trend following. Like you got to be hot shit on Discord now as a former CS. We've got both Willette and
Larriman.
Yeah, who are like shit hot on Discord and like ripping that shit apart. It's great.
I'm glad to see it's getting some better use. I made him an admin because he's doing a lot more on there for us.
Oh, they're doing great.
Last time I was on there, somebody was tearing me apart, and I sent a message. I said, "LOL." I said, "You guys really need to grow up and stop playing this little game in your mama's basement." And I haven't been back on there in a while since then.
Oh, that's fair. But I mean, there are people that single out the folks at the top. But I was impressed that never have I seen before in Starfleet where there were former CSs that were so active.
Fran, I heard Steve
Until
is
this
nominating
time.
you for it.
And I don't know that was ever true, but now we can see it. Like, there's more exposure. We can interact with them because we have more ways. And I think that's really freaking neat. Is really kind of what I was kind of getting at. But also, yeah, you still have to come back and do another job after you're done.
No, I'm not coming back and doing another term.
Well, another term, you got to do another job. You got to like pick your retirement job. Let's doing SMCA things. Interman's doing the Discord. What are you gonna? What's your retirement job?
I'm going to be CO. I'm going to be CO of my chapter. I've been CO for now over a decade and ain't doing nothing else. No core, no spec ops, no medical.
What?
Yeah.
I'm dropping everything down to the bare bottom essentials.
What? No,
Hey,
3 hours.
Holy shit!
Yeah, you
Yeah,
deserve a
we
break.
have Trade
You
Com
just
in the house.
No, all I'm going to do is I'll do my videos once or twice a month, and that would be it. The streams here, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Gene Russell in the house. Yeah, the Discord has been. I really like Discord because you get to pick and choose what you want to consume at that moment. So I could like what servers I'm going to go visit, or even what channels on a server I'm going to go visit, versus just the tragic amount of crap that hits you on Facebook. And we all have it. We all have just this inundation of horseshit on these other social media platforms. And Discord, I really just like it to pick and choose what I'm ready to ingest at that given moment. So I feel like I'm a little bit better and a little bit better behaved each and every interaction. And, you know, and I'm feeling better about it each time.
This organization has broke their own rules and bylaws to put somebody in as VCS when he was not qualified to be VCS at that time.
Incorrect. We amended so the bylaws weren't in play. That was a membership handbook thing because the VCS was not covered under the bylaws. We suspended
rules were broken
for that one because we were trying to support our VCS at the time, which we understood was in a dire straits. And yeah, it was maybe not the best decision that ever happened, but
I
to
bet
the credit of the world, and I will defend the AV here, like, which would you rather have as a CS? A CS or an AB that's going to be belligerent towards you or is trying to work with you for what you want to happen? And what you're telling us is what needs to happen. Yeah, it didn't play out the best, but
if I could go back, if I could go back in time when you guys are debating this, I would climb through the computer monitors at you guys and ask you what the hell y'all were thinking. Not even kidding.
But no one did, and And I don't, and even for that, I don't think that was the worst thing that happened in that administration.
See, I had people tell me, and actually I was talking to one not too long ago that I'm trying to get back into the organization, that he left because he felt threatened by the prior CS and BCS, intimidated and threatened.
How are you threatened by two? Like, it's like being intimidated by me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Come roly-poly your ass over? Come on.
I mean, you see how they.
You're punchier than I am. Like I'm a spelt individual if I compare.
You seen how they acted at times. I mean, some of the stuff that was coming out of their mouths, I'm sitting here like, are you serious? Like I'm sitting in membership processing, doing all these things, and I'm just seeing this back group chat that we are all in with the CS and BCS. I'm just sitting here like, oh my god. I like my first thought was I'd like to choke my RC for going along with this.
Well, so and one of them, like, we inherited. Period. That was. It was how do we make the CS that inherited the shitstorm that they got no notice. I mean, let me be clear. I have my problems with prior administration too, but they also did get handed a pile of horseshit, and Tool didn't know about it coming in. Like when Robert resigned, he didn't give anybody notice. Like he gave the AB and him the exact same notice. Like we all got the same fucking letter at the same time. Like oh fuck, shit. Like there was just like, you gonna drop that on New Year's, dude?
Yeah, that was a interesting New Year. I remember that.
Yeah, like I was drunk as shit when I first read that because I was at a New Year's party. Like ah.
Yeah,
I was gonna be.
I think I was too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like reading my phone, like, oh, that's not good. But Tool didn't get any more notice. So, we all just kind of felt bad for the guy. Like, oh, congrats, you see us.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should move on to talk about Star Trek Day and what some of the more positive things that are coming ahead than.
I feel like we're Bob going with this. I'm out of it. So, go Bob.
Star Trek Day is coming out September 8th.
Yeah, it's just going to be here in a few days.
And that's free. It's kind of like a virtual con at home. Just panels and whatever else you want to know. Right now we have Lower Decks showing every Thursday, new episodes.
So are they dropping the new Star Trek New Wards on Star Trek Day?
I think we're supposed to get a new trailer on something.
We're going to get a new trailer for Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, that's going to be good. I've been enjoying Lower Decks, although, I don't know if it was quite as funny as it was last season, but I've caught the first 3 episodes. I think I missed this week's.
Come on.
It's a fun adventure just to see
what
the ensigns are up to.
We still have Tom Paris. That was cute. I like that one. That's the last one I saw.
I like the little cameos.
Yeah.
Or little nods to the older Star Trek if you know. They're kind of like Easter eggs.
When are we supposed to get Strange New Worlds? It's next year, but or is it actually
next year in the spring, maybe?
Okay.
They are done filming it, but of course they have to do the editing and CGI and things like that. So, but they did finish filming it. So we're all excited to see it because we were like, ooh, we like that the trio, Pike, Spock, and Number One. They're great actors for those roles. So
yeah,
spin-off. But if you don't watch Discovery, you won't know who they are. So
I think that's going to be a big hit. I
hope it brings a lot more viewers. I know not everybody subscribes to Paramount Plus, but I think once they bring everything over from Netflix and everywhere else, all the Star Trek movies, and then actually have it all in one place, then
Yeah.
we'll have all the Star Trek. It won't be like, well, where is it? Is it on Amazon? Is it on
Right. Well, I
Hulu?
mean, so yeah, contracts are like still working their way out, but yeah, they'll end up on Paramount Plus. But yeah, Space Daddy Pike there.
Yeah, somebody brought up third season of Orville. Yeah. What is it?
It's coming on Hulu.
Yeah.
It's for real. COVID postponed it, but it's gonna come.
Isn't this their final season?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's bogus. I think they should keep on going. It's really good.
Yeah.
Was that confirmed though? Was that we heard that, but was that actually confirmed that it would be the third?
It's dead, Jim.
Well, truly, if anything gets canceled, if the fans ask for it, we can get anything back. They've proven that with several shows.
Not true. It's on Fox. Fox is going to keep it dead.
But if it's Fox, yeah,
No, it's on Hulu though. It left Fox. It's on Hulu, which I don't know if that was the best move to make, but
Fox owns half of Hulu.
So I got a question. Jeremy and Sarit, are you guys like in the same computer room arguing across the monitor?
No,
is there echo? Is there echoes?
No, because like you guys are bickering back and forth. So I was wondering if you all in the same computer room.
Clearly, she's in the sick bay and I'm in engineering. No, how is this confusing?
Clearly, you need another drink.
He's in his man cave.
No, we did divide it up. She's got her own X account now.
And whatever.
This is her first outing on XSplits. We got her the medical background like haphazardly 20 minutes before the shit started. But no, we're in the same house, but not. Yeah, we're
definitely in different rooms because he said I got to run to set her up, and we didn't see him for 30 minutes.
Oh no! I just ran to her thing. But no, if you could hear me while I was making the drink, then yeah, the kitchen's much closer to her than it is to my mic. You do a Timberwood bit again. Yeah. We can try, but again, like Fox likes its shit to stay dead. Evident Firefly.
Yeah, which they showed out of sequence and everything.
I mean, evidence. Evidence. Any good sci-fi that was ever on Fox, it goes there to die. Don't fall in love with Fox sci-fi shows.
It doesn't go there to die. It just dies on the first episode.
Well, they air it out of order, so it doesn't even have a chance.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about The Simpsons, Ross. That is the one thing that breaks all the rules. I don't know.
It's like 35 years, isn't it, of The Simpsons?
Yeah.
It's like rivaling MASH.
No, they predict the future, right?
Well,
yeah.
Alienation was actually doing that really good, and the only reason why that got canceled was that new people took over as head of Fox at that time, and
so
decided to cancel it.
Let's talk about this real quick. Everybody has at least watched a couple episodes of The Simpsons, right? Okay, it's hard not to have watched a couple episodes of The Simpsons. Now, try to figure this out. Did the producers that created this show, are they like time travelers? Because everything they projected has come true.
They are a little
See, there is.
They came from the future and came back to write the show.
Or something. I'm not
in the same car with the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
I don't know. Or they just
uncanny. It really is.
Saw where the wind was blowing and we're good.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind on how accurate they are at some of the stuff. Like, I mean, it's pretty scary. Like my 10-year-old pointed it out. She's like, Dad. She's like, did you just see that? I said, what? They're like, they predicted Donald Trump would be president. And I said, no, they didn't. We went back and found the episode. Yes, they did.
Well, it shows that at that time they were writing probably the most outrageous thing to make us all laugh, and to think that the most outrageous things actually end up happening.
Okay, Kim, you may now speak since you have your hands up.
Thank you. I just got a text from my boss, Ed, and he said there is a new commercial and he wants me to play it. If that's okay, can I do it now or do you want me to wait?
I don't care. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. New commercial.
Don't just think about a fantasy tonight. Log on and watch Starfleet After Dark. You'll always get a different show every time you watch. You can interact live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch every first and third Friday at 10 Central.
This live stream is rated TV 18+ for strong, suggestive language and adult themes. The comments or views do not reflect those of Starfleet, the International Star Trek Fan Association.
Okay, is that just me or did it sound like a porn voice?
I thought that was great. I thought, we have a nice mixture of a sultry, sexy voice, and then to establish the serious part, we have to bring in a Brit to
robot Brit
because
at the end.
any other voice wouldn't work because the Brit, once we hear a British voice, it's like, okay, that's serious. We got to pay attention.
Good job, Ed. I'm just busting your chops. Very good job.
Yeah.
Well, it is after dark,
Well, we went to one night. We had a stream. I think we were on here for 2 hours after dark, and then we'll just keep going. So we actually called it the after dark, and that's when we brought Hooper on, Captain Hooper, and it really got raunchy and really bad. And I'm like, holy shit! And this is back when Russell was still alive. He texted me. He's like, dude, how much longer do you want to let this keep going? I'm like, dude, have you looked at how many people are viewing us? Let's just keep going.
Well,
through the roof.
Like it was. I mean, he was talking about his baby mamas. How he went to jail. I mean, our viewing, it just kept climbing. I think we were in the 90s, and that was from just Facebook alone. But I mean, the Facebook analytics later on showed that reached over 4,000 people. And I'm like, I mean, it was raunchy. And he's asked me, he's like, hey, let's have an after dark once a quarter. He said, let me come on and be host. Oh shit! I told him, I said, I don't think we can do that. He said, why? It's because the Admiralty Board will crucify me at the stake. And then he's like, but do they control your shows? No, but they control if I'm ever CS. And I said, yeah, I'll just say. I said, I don't think we can have that.
Dark has been. I actually think that they should go to maybe more of a, and I don't say this lightly because I don't actually like Zoom, but I think it should go to more like a Zoom format where there's more people that can be involved.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Let's get more people into this. That can interact with them.
Let's take off all the fucking reins and just throw caution to the wind
and make his ego even
our
bigger.
Other things we have been so much better at professionalizing. I do think we need that outlet. Kind of like Lower Decks is kind of our outlet of bullshit for Trek. This would be if us were in Star Trek or in Starfleet. No, you need that outlet, especially on times when we're all so down and dapper and stuff. Yes, it's really great.
We're just stressed and we want to have BS cool and drink
professional bits, but at the end of the day, we still just need to fucking talk to each other and let loose. New racy S5 flick, deep space.
Yeah, I think they were going for an old 900 call.
Yes, that was, I believe,
with the porno music.
The
comments say. So yeah, I think that's what they were going for. Just to make sure you're listening to After Dark and it's for 18 and over. Just in case.
Yeah, so
this late. I don't know.
I think we start. You know what we ought to do? We ought to get the After Dark, and then play that, and then the disclaimer, and then all you see is Cooper running through the screen like a gold-plated shirt and thong, and then we just got a whole different type of After Dark. But Hooper, I've been friends with Hooper almost 25 years. We went to school together. He originally brought the Constellation back. He got sick. I took it over. And I tell people I kind of busted chops because I was at work at the jail and I just got done serving papers and a warrant. And I come around, I hear this guy getting all mouthy and stuff. And there's Hooper in handcuffs. Just fine. He's like, "Wow, fancy seeing you here." And I'm like, "Dude, what the hell did you do now?" He's like, "A woman." That's all he would say, "A woman." And he's like, "I'm suing the county." And he sued the county, and I believe he won. So yeah, it was quite interesting. And I'm like, man, I feel really bad, but I said, I got to put you over here in this holding cell. And I said, man, there's some sketchy people. He's like, he's like, I'm just going to sit in the corner, rock back and forth, and talk to myself. He's like, people ain't going to want to talk to me. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, but
some of us were actually in Starfleet. We would have blown a hole through the space-time continuum.
I mean, a couple times.
Starfleet Skinamax. No. Okay, look, you all have seen pictures of me. This is not attractive, okay? Kimberly Donahoe has seen me in person. This is not attractive. You don't want to see this, okay? This thing.
Unless you go to a bear bar.
I have like the granddad bod.
Now, if you want to see a bunch of AV members and prior administration drinking and singing a song in the middle of a thing, I think I got video proof of a couple RCs there.
I don't think I'm involved in that, so play it
Is
on.
this karaoke night or what?
Like,
are you sure, Jeremy? Think really hard on that one, buddy.
With the DJ, you know,
I
like
remember
karaoke?
doing push-ups. I remember doing a bunch of other dumb shit.
I mean, if you're
I
dared
remember
to
a pool
do
party.
something.
I don't remember singing.
No, you didn't sing. But
I
you
wasn't
were
there to supervise, so who knows
Was this
what
Kentucky?
happened.
No, this was 19.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. I don't give a shit.
Okay, maybe you was. I know Thor was. I know
No,
Ryan
I think
was.
Kentucky was the last one I was there, and I had a sinus infection of doom, and all I wanted in life was to do the Kentucky bourbon tour, and I got this fucking sinus infection, so I was like eating all of the Benadryl in that hotel, and then chasing it with whatever liquor they would fucking serve me. Wayne had just died, so that whole hall was over the event, and we were sharing the room, the hotel with the fucking 81st Airborne. So it was just a gaggle fucking dump.
The boss is here.
She says, "Be kind," but that's not what her face is saying.
She looks upset. Yeah.
Her face
Like,
is saying, "Not kind thing." All right, well,
like, where's my massage? You were
do
supposed
not
to rub
strangle
my
that
feet.
man for at least 3 more years.
No, a year and a half, and then it's.
I don't know if it's gonna
No,
last.
I want you to be there for a while for people to ask questions, whoever the next administration is.
Oh no! I've already been.
Die or rage quit this bullshit.
There's 2 teams that's already running, and both of them has asked me to serve on their administration in some fashion.
I didn't say serve. I said just answer the goddamn question when it gets asked, inevitably.
You did membership processing so well. We're like,
No.
let's just make them CS.
No, there ain't no way in hell I'd be membership processing again. I'd
You're
blow
like,
myself
no,
out of an airlock.
not again. You do a good job. We'll give you more work. See?
And Fran, today's actually the first day she's been up in 3 days. So yes, who's speaking?
No, you're good. No,
Well, I can't hear you.
you're,
Bald man, former Marine, come closer to the microphone.
Yeah, you
Come
know
on.
your video about the database?
Get a little closer, buddy.
You know your response to the database question?
Do I know? Oh, yeah, hang on. I'll play the database one
No,
for you.
no.
Wait, no, I got it for you,
If they call you for advice, play that.
What?
If the next administration calls you for advice, play that.
Oh, yeah. See, so when they start calling and asking me about the database, this is what I'm going to be like, because it probably will, what did it say here?
I'll take Fleet Admiral AMA for 400, Alex.
And the answer is, this project will be done soon.
Exactly.
Hey, that voice sounds oddly like the fucking international the IC there.
Probably. Oh.
Possibly.
I'm just, look, guys, I have set out one what set me apart. Oh, hang on. Sorry. I've got to get my boot off. Oh. So, I made.
Remember the advice from Die Hard. Make fists with your toes in the carpet. Make fists with your toes. That's how you.
So I ran on a clean slate. We did not sling drama. We did not sling mud. My understanding is it was the first time in SFI history we had a clean election.
I don't know history, but certain recent history, yeah.
So not only was that thing, and
Some of
then
them are just not that old.
oh yeah,
John might.
I've set out everything I said I was going to do. I have done. My only thing that's left is the database, and it'll be online before the end of the year.
Woo!
So there's, I mean, everything we set out to do, I actually had most of it all fixed within my first year. So I hope I do not have to come out of retirement because the next administration obliterated it. I don't know.
No, I think there will always be that occasion, like, especially like when you were in your first year, there were times like I think you could have wished that there was someone who would have fallen back on, like, hey, what the fuck about this or that or whatever. And it would have been nice to have someone ready instead of someone shirking shit, because their behavior after the fact was goddamn abominable. Like I said, I'll defend the last administration. They got dealt some horse shit, but how they ended their behavior was fucking bullshit.
Just drink. We don't have a fix for that.
I'm drinking, but no. So Steve got none of the things that other administrations were. Like, there was no reach back of, hey, how about this? Or send me the things. Or
oh no, we got shafted. And, I mean, the prior VCS, he told everybody at 2019 that I'm not voting for either because it ain't gonna happen. Well, and I mean, I was that guy after I won office saying, hey, I won, LOL, thanks for your vote. I know he didn't vote for me. No. He hated me, and he bashed me up all the way up until the day that, hey, he's gone, and he's permanently banned and will not be coming back.
He is now, man.
So
which one?
Both Toole and Garcia cannot come back
ever.
Oh.
I mean, they screwed the organization good enough. We now. But give it time. Give it time. I'm sure the AB after Jeremy will pass some type of special amendment, and they can come back.
What, you think I'm going somewhere? I'm going to be the new Paul Reed, bitches.
Yeah. Oh well, no comment.
I like Mike Watkins' thing here.
Oh, no, the joke is Paul Reed's been in place since dirt first got wet. Like, he's been the AB person for fuck all ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So look. All right. Look. Okay. This pissed me off, and this is after dark, so it's all good. As the vice commander and vice president of the organization, you do not wear a TRMN uniform to the damn Marine muster. You're there representing this organization, and it was tacky. I had people look at me like I was getting text messages from Marines from the muster on the other side of the room. Text message me, "Do you see this shit?" And I sent back, "What do you want me to do about it?" LOL. Can't do shit.
Right. I don't get to dress people. I mean,
very tacky move.
Oh my god.
But I mean, sometimes the trash takes itself out. We're fine. We're
Hey, Sarit, would you do me a favor? Will you go in the next room and take a 2x4 and smack your husband inside the head for me?
No. They plugged their finger in a couple holes. They did a couple good things. They fucked up a bunch of shit. Their way out was abominable. But they ain't here anymore. So it's really just not like they took the trash out. Like they made sure that they're not coming back. Woo! Thanks.
He's trying to focus on now and the future.
I don't even know you,
instead of the
James,
past.
but I don't like you anymore.
I would vote for that. I would actually, you know what? I would vote for that. I'd get you a press secretary. I'd get you a. We'll make it happen.
No one wants that.
Dude, I didn't want it either. Here's the thing, okay? In 2016, I was at the Region 1 Summit in Pigeon Forge. Ruth
16,
Lane,
I think, was the last summit I was physically at, and it's the last time that you and I sat across from a table, yeah.
Ruth Lane were still RC. And they were complaining about some major BS crap going on. And I opened my mouth saying, hey, well, hell, I'll run and we'll fix it. That was horrible. That whole thing was.
No, I thought you were running that year, though.
I did. I ran.
Yeah, you ran that year.
Yeah,
those against Green and Company, and yeah, that was no.
It was pretty bad.
It was rocking weird, yeah.
But Jeremy, you got to remember, you can't plug the holes while you're shooting new holes in the bottom of the boat.
I didn't say they weren't doing that with shotguns and or howitzers, but I mean, but again, I mean, even like to give people, I mean, again, this is an all-volunteer organization. If we shit on volunteers as a rule, you get less volunteers. Robert thought he was going to go save the fucking world. That's what Robert really thought he was going to go do. And he got us a way down the road toward that. And then his health tanked, and he didn't share that with the organization. And we were all in limbo for a while. And then that hurt us. But it wasn't out of balance. There's very, very few people. I mean, there have been some, but there are very few people that hurt this organization out of malice. Everyone thought that they were doing the right thing and paraded themselves as the fucking hero for a while. Some of them were just fucking wrong. I mean,
I was gonna say some of them.
Yeah, like a lot of them were always sane, but you know. But again, like no one saw Robert resigning, so no one saw Dan Toole being the fucking CS. Like the AV didn't think that was a fucking thing that was about to happen, and we were like, oh, fuck. And that was kind of how we're like, oh, just get this man whatever he wants. Otherwise, he was going to rage quit. And we're going to be in this forever turnstile of CS. That was the mentality. Was it right, wrong, or who knows? But, yeah.
That's
we
why.
plugged a couple holes. They shot a few holes. We worked with them. I worked with them on the bylaws and the handbook, and good things got done there. Which is kind of like my myopic focal point, but there were other things that got just lit on fire and someone shit on it. So,
yeah, like last year, I think I probably wrote my resignation a half dozen times because I was like,
"You're not allowed."
Well, last year was a really tough year. Okay,
but like everybody's like, I'm getting like a few RCs got wind. I was writing my resignation, and they're like, "Dude, we will come to Kentucky to kick your ass." Because that means you're VCS.
We will disappear you, so you cannot.
And I'm like, well, it's okay. James can take over. They're like,
disappear you.
It's funny as shit. Which is worse, wearing another group's uniform or wearing the SFC? You know what? I can take the uniform being wrong.
Yeah, we can fix it on the spot.
Yeah, we can fix that on the spot because at IC-19's thing right before we went into the muster, I was fixing a Marines uniform right there. But to wear another uniform,
one of my favorite things was my very first IC. It was Oklahoma. I don't know how many people were at Oklahoma, but Junior and I certainly were there. It was my very first. I was a I think it was a lieutenant colonel at the time. Like a unit OIC, barely on the 3rd Brigade staff. I think it was a regional zone leader. Like just stepping my toe into the deep end of the pool. And Paul Reed shows up. Paul Reed is the RC of Region 10. He has been since time fucking forgot. And he asked me, "Are my ribbons right?" But all I could see is like every inch of this man, like except his skin. His skin's fairly immaculate. Was wrinkled as balls. Like he had wadded up every item of clothing into a tiny ball, wet, and rubber banded it together, with which to transport this from fuck all nowhere Canada to Oklahoma. Unraveled that, and then asked me about his ribbons. Like even his shoulder boards were wrinkly. I'm like, I'm just like fresh from the military. Like, no, the ribbons are good there. Like, all I can see is like 4 stars.
I'm like,
there's a 4-star dude, and I'm a jackass extraordinaire, and you're like, nah, the ribbons are good. I'm gonna go cry over by the bar now.
Yeah.
That's where I met Ryan Allen.
Ironed a uniform, hopefully a badge on the right side. No.
I met so many good people in Oklahoma. It was fucking great. I'm really glad I went. But it was my very first. Are my ribbons right? Oh, fuck.
I'm like, we have a person locally, right? CEO, RC.
And he had like the comically large billboard. I mean, it's Paul. He's been around for fucking ever. Like, I get that now. But I'm like, how do you fucking not know if your ribbons are right and you look like a fucking foreskin of crinkles on your uniform?
Foreskin, really, Jeremy?
No, that's where I went.
That you can give.
That was where I went.
Yeah, I can tell. All right, guys. Well, we are at an hour. We are trying to maintain these at an hour right now.
What?
Until later on. Yeah, sorry. Jeremy, I know. I'm sure you can find something else to get into. It's still early.
Yeah, like, I got invited. We were going for the long haul. What's the after dark?
That's probably hosted by Ed Tunis from the Alabama hotel room.
No, fuck it. Hey, Kim, put it on here. Discord.region3.org.
Yes. So if you're on Discord and you want to see the after dark party with Jeremy,
there's no Starfleet one. We could just do it there.
There you go. Do it in the Starfleet Discord.
Okay, let's do it in Starfleet Discord.
So tonight we were joined with Vice Regional Coordinator of R7, Admiral Bob Vosseller, USS Russell Camp, Lieutenant Commander Drew Mariner, and Lieutenant Commander Sean Duerr, and the Abner's assistant sitting down there, Victoria, Major General Jeremy Carsten, Fleet Captain John Hardy, the vampire from Down Under, Commander Sarit Carsten, and Captain Jerry Parsons. I thank you all for coming on.
Thank you.
And if you want to go to the After Dark episode, go to Starfleet Discord.
I'm going to be drink just to sign into the members only chat.
Yes, go to the members only and look for that. I think Hooper's online and on Discord right now too. So please, well, no, I'm not going to say it because if an AB member gets in on it, there ain't nothing I can say about, hey, let's not do this. So, all right, everybody, I hope you all have a blessed day and a great holiday weekend. Live long.